What is going on YouTube? Joe here with Colton Media, bringing you another episode of Pokemon X and Y Battle Spot Live Inverse Edition. Today's episode is number 5, and coming into today we are sitting nice and finally pretty at a 4-4 record after a double victory yesterday. And, well, I guess it wasn't yesterday. I mean, I don't even know when these videos are going up. I'm kind of recording them one after another, so the last time we were playing Inverse, I'll just leave it at that. Because I don't know, I'm not organized yet. I'm just trying to like record as much as I can so that I can get it all up when my internet finally comes back. Anyway, with that being said, before we get started today, I would like to remind you guys, just a friendly reminder that if you could please leave a rating on this video. Just, you know, if you'd like to show your support, go ahead and click that thumbs up button. It helps us reach our like goal of 80 likes for the video, or click the dislike button if you don't like it, and write in the comment section below how I can make it better for you in the future. Now today we're bringing the same team that we brought last time. We've got the Eviolite Swords Dancing Scyther, which is a beast, but did not get into a battle last time around. Glalie did not get into a battle last time around either. It is choice banded. So we'll see if we can find a use for it this episode. We'll see. We have Life Orb Kangaskhan, Choice Scarf, Chandelure, and then Rocky Helmet, Chestnut, and how could I forget our beloved Mega Ampharos. So I'm going to hit that challenge button right now, and last time we had some difficulty finding some battles, so just the inverse server was pretty dead. So we shall see if the same thing happens to us. I don't know, we found the second battle really quickly, just like this one. But the first one, we didn't like start the battle until like 6 minutes into the video. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous and I didn't like it. Alright, Dragonites, Tyranitar, Gyarados, so many potential Mega Evolutions, and Gengar. And then we have Volcarona and Furfrou, however you want to say it. So he's got 3 potential Mega Evolutions, Tyranitar, Gengar, and Gyarados. Oh man, Mega Gyarados is crazy good on Battle Spot. It doesn't matter if it's inverse and water doesn't have necessarily the best typing, it's still just, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous! Now, with that being said, Chestnut unfortunately can't really take on the Gyarados as well. Can't really take the Tyranitar on as well either, because Dark and Rock are both super effective. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. The only thing we can really do, I mean, Hammer Arm will be super effective on Dragonite, Gyarados, Gengar, and Volcarona, so that is a plus, but we're just incredibly slow and not invested in our attack at all, so that is the thing. That is indeed a thing to be worried about. Now, taking a look at this team, I don't think Glalie is going to be of much use. Again, we can bring the Scyther. I'm going to bring the Scyther, actually. And then, the Chandelure, let's see, Fire. Yeah, Fire takes on a good portion of this team. Actually, so does Ghost, so that is good news. Now, as our last Pokemon, Kangaskhan doesn't do a whole lot to this team, so I'm not going to bring him. And I brought him both battles last time, so that's kind of crazy. I think we'll just bring, let's see, do I want to bring the Glalie? It doesn't really do much. It takes on the Volcarona, and the priority Ice Shard would be nice. But yeah, you know what? We're going to bring the Glalie. It also has Explosion. You know, Choice Band Explosion is a thing. So that's what we're doing. So wow, I chose my Pokemon with like 5 seconds left, and my opponent had not chosen yet. That's interesting. That is very interesting. My team is scary. I've got a Glalie. And that is just one scary, scary little bugger. So our opponent is issuing a challenge. And we're going to start off with our Scyther here. Look at that. Beautiful, shiny Scyther. Winfrey, you are gorgeous. You are so gorgeous. And this Volcarona is starting things off, and Bug Buzz is going to be super effective, and that's just big poop. So much poop. I'm tired of all this poop, honestly. I really am. Part of me wants to just go for a Brick Break. I don't think he can one-shot me because of my Eviolite. I should outspeed, because Scyther is fast. It's the opposite of being as slow as balls. So, let's just go for the Brick Break. Why not? Why not go for the Brick Break? Why not? There's the Brick Break, and that's, wow, that does nothing. Rocky Helmet, is this physically defensive? Are you serious? Is this physically defensive Volcarona right now? It's going to take 2 of our Pokemon to take it out. Winfrey's going to have to go down. I'm going to have to come in with Glalie to Ice Shard it. That is not okay. That is not okay at all. Wow, I was not expecting it to do so little damage. A super effective hit. He's probably invested in HP and defense for it to do that little, I'm guessing. Unless I'm severely underestimating the power of Scyther. I know Brick Break is not boosted by Technician, but I still feel like it should have done a lot more than that. But yeah, that's just what we're left to deal with here. I guess we're gonna go for another Brick Break. I don't really have much of a choice. Bug Buzz is coming our way at +1. I don't know that we can live that. No, we cannot. Not a crit. Scyther just dies to that. And with max defensive investment or HP investment or whatever this person has going for them, we're in trouble. We might just get swept right here. Bug Buzz is 4 times super effective on Chandelure. And I don't think that an Ice Shard is going to kill, judging by how much Brick Break did. I don't see Ice Shard killing, even if it's Choice Banded. I don't see that happening. But we have to go for it. We have to go for it. This might be a good time for a bonus battle because we're just getting pooped on. Man, alright. I don't even know what to say. I did not expect this. But there's the Ice Shard. We'll see how much damage that does. And it actually, wow, it's enough to take out the Volcarona. So Glalie saving our behinds right now. Alright, I need to have more faith in my Glalie. I'm sorry, I doubted you! How could I? How could I? So we're dead even here. We're locked into Ice Shard though. Out comes the Furfrou, which is going to take absolutely 0 damage from Ice Shard due to Fur Coat. And I would love to go for Explosion, except we're locked in Ice Shard. If I switch in... Let's see, if I switch in Chandelure on a normal type move, we lose. It's just what it is. We lose. Straight up just lose. But if our opponent has Dragonite, and we have to lock ourselves into Shadow Ball, with Chandelure being our last Pokemon, we also lose. We also will just lose. Yeah, let's go for the Ice Shard. I don't want to risk switching in Chandelure on a normal type move. That really doesn't do that much damage. It's a good thing I didn't switch it in, because Return would have one-shotted us. And we have to just continually go for Ice Shard. I wish I could go for Explosion. I want to explode so badly. There's another Return. We should definitely be able to take this Furfrou out with a Shadow Ball. Now, we might be able to take it out with a Fire Blast, too. Huh. That actually might be our better option. Trying to think of what his other Pokemon are. He has R. What his other Pokemon are, right. Alright. I guess that's... No, that's not correct English, because he only has one other Pokemon. So it would be is, not are. I'm just trying to speak correct English. I mean, it is my native language after all. You would think I know how grammar works. So I'm thinking Fire Blast is actually better off. Would put us in a better position than Shadow Ball, because Tyranitar and Gyarados and Dragonite are all weak to it. Gengar would resist the Shadow Ball. So that pretty much just leaves us with Fire Blast. Yeah, Fire Blast is the way to go. We have to hope it hits a couple of times in a row as well. So there's the Fire Blast. It does connect on this Furfrou, and that is going to be enough to take it out. Furfrou is not very bulky on the special side. In fact, it's not really that bulky on the physical side as far as its stats go either. It's just that Fur Coat ability that doubles its defense. The Gengar is coming out. If it is... I wish I went for Energy Ball. If it is Mega, I don't think we're going to be taking it out with the Fire Blast. And if it's Focus Sash, I mean, what are the chances that it's not Mega or Focus Sash? Honestly, let's be real here. That's not going to happen. But we have to go over the Fire Blast, and actually, it might not be able to take us out in one hit, now that I think about it. I don't know. And he's going to survive, but he's going to get burned. Hyper Beam. Are you serious? Hyper Beam Gengar? We're going to lose to that? We're going to lose to Hyper Beam Gengar. I can't even be mad. I cannot even be mad. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty salty. I know we got the burn hacks there, and that was silly, but as long as Fire Blast connected the following turn, we would have won. That is really frustrating. Ah! Alright, let's just move on before I do something or say something that I shouldn't be saying. So, yeah, there goes our 500 record, too. 4 and 5 is where we're standing right now. 4 and 5. That hurts. That literally hurts my soul. I'm gonna lose sleep over that tonight. I am gonna lose sleep over that tonight. Oh, okay, well we connected to somebody and they disconnected, so we're searching for another trainer. Alright. Interesting enough, I guess. Man, that is just... and like I said, I'm not even mad about it. I'm kind of blown away. I'm a little bit in shock. But you can't be mad if you lose to Hyper Beam Gengar. How can you be mad? That's like specifically designed for Inverse. Because nobody would ever carry Hyper Beam on a Gengar for any other reason other than to bring it on Inverse and just wreck everything. And just, honestly, it just in that position right there, Hyper Beam is amazing. It won him the match. So I can't knock it. I cannot knock it. It definitely surprised me, and apparently I haven't been playing enough Inverse because I was not expecting that at all. Not at all. So that being said, come on BattleSpot, find us an opponent. Why do you want me to just linger on this loss? It's not even just the loss, it's just the way that I lost. It was just, oh, it was so painful. I thought we were going to lose in the beginning. I really thought I was going to lose because of that Volcarona, and I also underestimated the Glalie. Or I overestimated Scyther, which is also possible. But nonetheless, Glalie came through for us, and we were able to take out the Furfrou as well, and... Alright, we have to try again, because... BattleSpot decided it was not going to find us an opponent, or maybe it just gave up on trying to find us an opponent, because it just did. It just did. We were connected to somebody briefly, but they DC'd almost immediately. So that didn't help our case. That kind of like messes with the connection when people do that. So, yeah. So apparently, new meta, Hyper Beam Gengar and Inverse. Taking names, reaping souls. I'm going to linger on that for a long time. I'm going to be talking about that months from now. I'm going to make references to that. I'm going to be like, remember when I got destroyed by a Hyper Beam Gengar? Worst day of my life. No, that's not true. Alright, so we're up against Colton from Arizona. So that is cool. That is cool. Gallade, Charizard, Medicham at level 4. Oh, jeez. This doesn't look like a competitive team to me. Very few items. Charizard doesn't have an item, so it's not Mega. He's got 2 Pokemon at level 50, and, alright. Well, I think we're going to have a bonus battle, because I'm pretty sure this is going to go by pretty quickly. Pretty sure this is just going to be a pretty fast battle. Have to say. I have to say. Now, he could just start off with the Amoonguss and put me to sleep and just sweep me, and I could lose. That is very possible. And I don't want to get cocky and then lose because of that. So... what we're going to do is we're going to lead off with the Glalie, we're going to bring the Scyther, and we're going to bring the Ampharos. So we should be okay here. If he sends out the Amoonguss, we're just going to use Explosion. And hopefully kill it or get it down to a point where anything else will kill it. That's what we're going to do. I know it has Regenerator. But that's what we're going to do. I'm not going to play sleep shenanigans. Charizard is starting things off. And that is fine by me because we actually have an advantage on it as far as typing goes. I mean, Ice is going to be neutral, but its Fire-type stab is going to be not very effective on us. So, I think I'm not going to explode for this one. I think I'm not going to explode. We can actually go for the Iron Head, which will be super effective, as opposed to the Ice Shard. even though the Ice Shard is Stab. I will lock myself into that Iron Head. And if he wants to bring the Amoonguss in, which is his only other Pokemon that's going to be at level 50, it's still not going to be able to do much. Still not going to be able to do much. And the... Oh, he gets the burn! Okay. Okay, I mean, I'd much rather have that kind of thing happen here than in a little bit more of a serious setting. But as I was saying, the Amoonguss resists Ice Shards, so there's no point in me locking myself into that. He's going to withdraw, seeing that damage, and maybe forgetting that this was inverse, I don't know. The Amoonguss is coming in now, though, and he's going to take an Iron Head. And that's going to do absolutely nothing because we're burned. We are burned. We can't get put to sleep, though. So, I don't know what he thinks he's going to do. I don't know what he... I mean, we can... no. We're just going to Iron Head. We don't have a choice. We're choice banded. We're choice banded. We have no choice. Oh, is that a crit? No, it's not. Why are you toxicking? Does this person have no idea how Pokemon works? Or is this a troll? I feel like this might be a troll battle. I'm kind of confused. Not that everybody knows... competitive battling. You don't have to be a competitive battler to come on Battle Spot. Anyone can do it. So not knocking people that don't like competitive by any means, because that was me for the longest time. For the longest time. We're gonna die here to the burn soon, and that means we're actually gonna be losing. So I really have nothing bad to say about this person whatsoever. Giga Drain. So we've seen Giga Drain, Synthesis, Toxic. And maybe this thing doesn't carry the Spore. That would be fantastic. That would be absolutely fantastic. So I think I want to go to the Ampharos here because we will have a type advantage. I could go into Scyther, but there's really no point in me doing that because there's no point. There is no point. Aerial Ace is resisted. Brick Break would be obviously super effective, but I don't think this Amoonguss is in a range where it's going to be able to take it out. So we're going to Mega Evolve, and we shall go for, I don't know, T-Bolt, Volt Switch. Does it really matter? I guess not. We'll go for a Volt Switch. It's unimportant which one we go for. I think either or is just going to kill this thing. I think. Because Mega Ampharos is pretty powerful. It's going to be a super effective hit. We get the stab. All that good stuff. We actually outspeed. I don't know how many times I've seen Mega Ampharos outspeed anything at all. Anything ever. So we're going to go into Scyther here. We're down to 2 Pokemon apiece. And that Charizard is weakened. So that is a thing. Shiny Scyther really doesn't look that much different than regular Scyther, does it? I mean, yeah, it sparkles, but it's just, I don't know, it's not different enough for me, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So we're gonna go for the Break here. We should outspeed, and we do. I believe Scyther's base speed is 105, Charizard is 100, so, and I am running Jolly, so there was no way that that was going to outspeed me unless it was Scarf, but I believe we already saw that Charizard was not holding an item. Talonflame is coming in, level 44, so it's still able to compete here. Definitely still able to compete, but we resist both of its stabs. We resist both of its stabs, so I kind of want to just go for an Aerial Ace, see how much that does. Yeah. That is where I'm standing right now. Well, Brick Break would be super effective still, so we could do that. That has a possibility. We could also just go for a Swords Dance. I don't really think it matters. Just go for the Aerial Ace. We're just going to try to get damage off on this thing. We outspeed, and that almost takes this thing out, but the Flame Body Talonflame, ladies and gentlemen. Flame Charge. That's not very effective. That does absolutely no damage. His speed is going to increase, so he will outspeed this turn, but we should be able to take it out. Even though we're burned, judging by how much that first Aerial Ace did. So we're definitely having a bonus battle because I'm just not going to count this. Fly. Talonflame. Okay. Fly with Flame Body. Alrighty. Alrighty, well this isn't going to do that much. So yeah, let's go for the aerial ace. And as I was saying, I'm not going to count this as a battle. I know we're 20 minutes deep in this video, but I don't know. I want another competitive battle, and I could, you know, tell pretty easily. I don't like making assumptions about people, but I'm pretty sure that that was supposed to be like an in-game team, or just a team that he used in-game. And maybe he doesn't have competitive Pokemon right now, and he just wanted to play Inverse, and I don't blame you, because Inverse is cool. So, yeah, but I want to play a competitive game, so we're going to continue battling. And, I mean, at least it helped our record out a little bit. We're back up at 5-5, but we could still drop below that point. We could go 5-6. So let's hit the challenge button again and see what we can do. See what we can do. When we face a non-competitive team, Glalie still dies. It's what it is. But Glalie took out a Volcarona, so I can't really be mad. And it was very clear that that Volcarona had some kind of either HP or defense investment, or both. I'm not sure. Not positive. That was weird. Alright, so we have Ninjask with no items, so I have to remember that. Charizard, which is going to be, you know, Mega Evolution, all that jazz. Empoleon, Jolteon, Scizor, and Greninja. So very common Pokemon here. And with the exception of that Ninjask, which is probably going to try to pass some boosts along. And actually, now that I look at this, Jolteon and Scizor also have access to Baton Pass. So this could be like a baton passing thing of some kind. So that Greninja could very well be a physical Greninja. These are things that we must wonder about. Now, Charizard can't really do much to Chestnut. Cannot really do much to Chestnut at all. Scizor can only inflict neutral damage, really, unless it has a Dark-type move like Pursuit or Thief. Ninjask can't really do much to Chestnut. And yeah, I guess that's about it. Empoleon, Jolteon, and Greninja, though, kind of poop on it. So that is a bit unfortunate. Now, who do I want to bring to this battle? Trying to look at this team here. Scyther, I feel like Scyther could do a decent amount of work here. So you know what? Let's bring the Scyther. Let us see. I kind of want to bring the Kangaskhan again. And then we can bring the, let's see, Chandelure. Does Chandelure take on this team? Kind of, sort of well. Not really. Chestnut does. There's some physical attackers going on. Yeah, you know what? We're going to bring the Chestnut. So Scyther, Kangaskhan, Chestnut. I had a really hard time choosing my team that time. I don't know. I'm still upset about the Hyper Beam Gengar. That is still just... I'm still agonizing over that. I'm just in awe. I really still feel like I should just play clap for the guy, because it was just so amazing. Alright, so we got Charizard out here against Scyther. If this is Charizard X, we might just get pooped on, but we're going to go for the Swords Dance, because I don't think... Well, no, if it's Charizard Y, we still get pooped on because Solar Beam is 4 times super effective. That is not a good time, so we're not in a good position here. We are not in a good position. If it's Charizard X, what can it do to me? Flare Blitz, not very effective. Outrage, not going to do a whole lot. Earthquake will probably kill us. Alright, so Scyther is not the best matchup for this Charizard, is it? It just resists the Fire-type moves. That is about all there is to it. Chestnut gets pooped on by that too. Alright, we might be in a really bad position here. So instead of going for Swords Dance, I'm going to go for an Aerial Ace to get some damage off on this thing. It is going to be the Charizard Y, so Brick Break would have been super effective, but we're going to get some nice Technician damage off with this Aerial Ace. So we'll see how much it does. Probably not a lot, but at least it doesn't get the defense buff that Charizard X does, so that is something. But we're probably about to get hit by his Solar Beam. There's the Aerial Ace. That does a good 50% Fly. What is it with everyone using Fly today? What is this? I don't understand. That's not going to be doing that much, so we can get a free Swords Dance up. And we should be able to take it out on the following turn. Unless he gets a Super Ultra Mega Crit. Because with Eviolite, I just don't see this doing that much. Not very effective. Scyther, take that like a champ. Thank you. Good job, Winfrey. Good job. You are so good. You are so good. Alright, let's go over the Aerial Ace again. And I'm wondering if this is just not a competitive team as well. Because Fly is not a very competitive move, to be honest. Charizard's going down to the Aerial Ace. And we will see what our opponent wants to go into next. But Winfrey's just ready to go. He's got his game face on. And yeah. So Empoleon's coming out. That actually might just get one-shotted by a super effective Aerial Ace. It's very possible. We definitely outspeed. Aqua Jet, I mean, would be its only way of outspeeding us at this point, and that really isn't going to do much in the sun. So yeah, we get a crit on the Aerial Ace, which takes out the Empoleon. I don't know if that mattered. It depends on whatever kind of spread it was running. Greninja is going to be coming out, and that's definitely not going to survive an Aerial Ace unless it's packing the Focus Sash, which is very possible because a lot of them do. But Winfrey, just, wow, just tearing through this team, and it was all because our opponent decided to go for the Fly. I mean, giving Scyther a free turn to set up a Swords Dance is just as bad as giving Scizor a free turn to set up a Swords Dance. It's very dangerous, especially in 3v3. Scyther is very underestimated. It still has the Technician, and it has the same base stat total as Scizor. The stats just get moved around a little bit. It gets most of its stats removed from its speed and put into other places. But it's still very viable Pokemon. It does a lot of work, even in UU and RU and all of that stuff. So yeah, so there's gonna be 2 victories for us today. I don't know how valid they are, but I think I deserved that after the first battle, which was just absolutely ridiculous. In all of the right ways and all of the wrong ways at the same time. It was just, there was too much going on. Too much going on. So that brings our record to 6-5, and that's the first time in this series, in 5 episodes, that we are above the 500 mark. And I don't care if we got there in scandalous ways or illegitimate ways. We earned it. So finally, a 1-game differential. Totally worth it. And we got 3 games in, and we're only at like 28 minutes, so that's not bad at all. So, that's going to be it for this time, guys. I want to thank you all for watching, as always, and if you have not done so already, please click that thumbs up button right below this video if you enjoyed it, or the dislike button. Click the thumbs down button if you did not like it. Feel free to, if you do that, write in the comment section below how I can help you out to, you know, accommodate your desires and what you would like to see in the video, so that maybe next time you would like it and just, you know, enjoy yourself a little bit more, because that's what we're here for, right? So, I will see you all for the next episode, but until then, game on.